3 questions. Would you ignore a woman collapsed in the street?
We should just wait till she comes back.
Would you stay in a building that appears to be on fire just because everyone else does? Would you humiliate someone for not fitting in?
For me, this is the most fascinating thing in the universe, is to try to understand the nature of human nature.
The Human Zoo. Find out what you're capable of. In a school playground, everyone's part of a gang. Going wherever the gang goes, doing whatever the gang does. That's how teenagers are. What's not so obvious is that adults are the same. Groups control us, all of us, more than you think. Welcome to the Human Zoo, an isolated house where we'll reveal the power of groups. Here, 12 strangers are living side by side with 15 cameras they know nothing about, while we watch their every move. Watch what happens when we split one happy family into 2 groups of 6.
Today we're splitting you into 2 groups.
I hadn't expected that.
It's been decided that there'll be a group A and a group B. The A team!
And suddenly that was like us against them.
I had no idea how it was going to pan out.
When it started getting a bit competitive and a bit heated, I thought, oh heck.
I thought there could be even a punch-up at one point.
I think we just have to make more of an effort, maybe not just as a team, maybe just everyone getting on together.
I anticipate a really hostile reaction to her if she doesn't shape up very quickly.
I knew they'd make us do this. They're so unkind.
They sulked about it.
We maintained the moral high ground.
They just took it to heart. That was really good.
Now she's enjoying the power, the real power that being a red has.
Yes! Yes, yes, yes!
But first, an ordinary day in an ordinary place. A service station off the M42 near Birmingham. We've come here to demonstrate a basic human need, the need to follow the herd. The man in the suit is Charlie, our actor, who's conducting a bogus general knowledge survey. The people with him are also actors briefed by us, except for the woman in the orange shirt.
Question 1, I'll start at your end. Where do we get ham from?
Pig. 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 Pig.
Easy, but now some impossible ones.
What is the cube root of 97?
14.
A completely wrong, made-up answer.
Yeah, 14.
14.
14.
14. Like, I was put at the end of the line, and I didn't know half the questions asked to me, and so it sounded right to me. 4 out of 5 people said it, so why shouldn't I say it? So I think it's an automatic reaction to say or to go along with what people say.
What is the capital of Makata? What is the capital of Makata?
Jedi.
No such places as Makata or Jedi.
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 Jedi. The first man I thought was rather intelligent, answering all the questions because everybody else seemed to go along with that.
Last question. What is the speed of sound? The speed of sound?
10,010 miles per hour.
Miles out.
10,010 miles an hour.
10,010 miles per hour.
10,010 miles per hour.
10,010 miles per hour.
OK.
I didn't want to look stupid. Everybody else seemed to know the answer, and so I said it too.
I was going to a baby massage class with my son Jake, who was 6 months, and there are about 15 other mothers, and the lady who was running the class said, "There's a baby outside who's German measles. Does anyone mind if the baby comes in?"
Me and my mates had gone down to a football match, and we were standing in the stand, and just away from the stand, a bit of trouble had started, where they decided to just wreck the ground.
My baby's health is, of the utmost importance to me. Yet, because no one else said anything in the room, I didn't say anything.
We just got caught up in the emotion of the thing and just ended up throwing seats as well.
And I think everyone was looking around the room, waiting for someone to say something, and no one did. So the baby came in.
And it's something I wouldn't normally do, but because everyone else was doing it, I just decided to join in.
The urge to conform is overwhelming. Groups have extraordinary power. So we decided to test that power in our human zoo.
Okay, guys, get ready. Ready to rock and roll. Let's go. Come on.
The Lake District. An isolated house rigged with 15 hidden cameras. 2 psychologists, Mark McDermott and Phil Zimbardo, watching everything from a secret control room. And 12 participants who know they're taking part in a psychology program but don't know about our hidden agendas or our hidden cameras. Yesterday they arrived here from different parts of the country. We watched them forming first impressions of each other. We watched them take on challenges. We watched Richard finding it hard to fit in. And then steal as a result. All in all, they've bonded pretty well. But now it's 8 a.m. day 2, and we're about to change all that. We're going to divide them into 2 groups. How will that affect their behaviour?
Today we're splitting you into 2 groups. It's been decided that there'll be a group A and a group B.
I hadn't expected that. Because on the first day we did a lot of team building in a group, I think that I expected everyone to stay in a group.
From now on, the 2 teams are in competition with each other. Okay?
Isn't it going to undermine your spirit if we're going to be like segregated?
So B group is the not so good group and A group is the good group.
We'll see.
The B's are Dave Jones, Amit. Is that how you...
Well, you notice the atmosphere has changed. It was very gay and people laughing, a mix of apprehension, and now it's suddenly gotten serious. And they already know that there's a distinction, a dominance distinction. It's almost like grades in school. B is always worse than A.
A is better than B. Red's better than blue. Manchester United are better than Liverpool. You know, better than Everton. It's just the way it is, isn't it? A is better than B.
Straight away, the fact that you're the B team as opposed to the A team, it makes you feel as if you're sort of lesser people, if you like.
The A team!
We've divided them randomly and given them different letters and colours to wear, and that's all we've done. But it's already changing things. A few minutes later, they sit down to breakfast. But notice how they sit.
This is interesting, as they've both sat down at different tables, and they weren't told to sit at tables according to the colour of their T-shirts. They've done this quite spontaneously.
It's kind of birds of a feather are flocking together.
Flocking together, yeah.
And only 15 minutes after they were divided. Soon, the first evidence of friction between the A's and a B team member, Julia, at the back of the queue for breakfast.
You?
It's always been this way before.
No, it hasn't.
We're competing now, so if we want to do this...
No, a queue is orderly, and it starts from that way, and it will look.
I need their breakfast.
Just simply putting different colours on completely separated the 2 teams straight away. We acted as the A team, they acted as the B team, and I think we tried to differentiate ourselves.
Would you pass, Thomas, would you pass the pepper, please?
Have you not got pepper on your table?
Thomas, you're going to have to look, you just took it from my table, so would you like to pass it, please? Thank you very much. Pepper, I said. Don't be silly.
I think that's why, for example, I was just half joking with Julia, and I said, no, I won't pass you the salt. Just to get into the actual atmosphere, into the environment of being in our team.
Right, you're not going to win. Thank you. Thank you. Well done.
Now, no more helping that team. That's it.
So what we're seeing is a kind of ripple in the lake, if you will. We've thrown a stone into the lake in terms of assignment to the 2 arbitrary groups, A and B. And just that simple thing, at 8 o'clock in the morning, just a short while after they've awoken, suddenly interesting group dynamics are emerging.
The group dynamics deteriorate after the day's first activity. And